The college's mission is simply to be world class. For us, that means that we will have the best possible facilities, the best possible teaching and learning. It was our ambition to be totally wireless in this building, to enable anybody to have access to the intranet, to the internet, and with each other, with no issues at all. And that's why we chose Maroon Networks. That communication, that instant accessibility for our learners means that they can go onto the virtual learning environment from wherever they happen to be in the college using the wireless network. They can go and take a PC out of the dispensing system with their student ID card and go off to a corner in the college and work on their own if they so wish. That ability, that accessibility, means that there's no dead time during the day between classes, for example, and they can work over lunch if they so wish.
The college wanted to deliver a rich learning experience to all the learners. Resilience was very important. We had to make sure that the network itself could support a large amount of users. That is why the college for wireless provision of services to an educational site. Unlike every other technology available on the market, it can support a high density of users. We have many learners coming into an environment such as a classroom, turning on their device and expecting to connect to the network and work straight away.
In this college in Dean Road, we are more free to move around and just do what we want basically. With our laptops and our work, it's more what we want than what the college are telling us to do. We have the wireless all throughout the building, so it's easy for us to just study where we want, in the pods, libraries, corridors, wherever we want, cafes, canteens. We're just free to do what we want. The benefits to me when I'm logging on, I do come into college earlier than my actual studying time, so being able to log on when I want in college is really benefits me quite a bit because I can actually do more of my work than sitting at home and being distracted.
The way of working now is so much more exciting. The use of the wireless technology has meant that we've seen in the learners a level of maturity we've not experienced before. A lot of the learners think that this is how it happens in the university, so it's encouraging that, it's encouraging aspirational thinking and working. So the wireless technology has enabled us to use new techniques in the classroom. Traditional IT teaching is with fixed desktops based around the periphery of a room and students sit and face the wall. So it's very hard to have group work or discussions or any form of actually learner interaction in that environment. The wireless technology has enabled us to set up rooms in a very different way, and in fact the rooms change on a daily and even sessional basis.
Facilities wise is absolutely amazing. I mean, computers and facilities in the libraries, the LRCs that are open to us and the resources. The new campus has got a fully integrated wireless network which allows us to use laptops anywhere and everywhere in the college. Just feel more privileged in a sense of what the college is offering you. I've put a lot more working hours into my study, and I've noticed definitely a lot of the other students have. Main reason being they've got flexibility to move around the college and learn where they want to learn, so the atmospheres are a lot more relaxed, as you're not segregated or pushed to go into one certain area between certain time frames. You can go where you want and learn and do your work when and where you want.
As an IT team at the college, I feel quite proud of the fact that we are always trying to stretch the boundaries of the technology we have here. Our primary focus was to encourage learning in the most modern and effective way we could do so. We also needed to keep into consideration the administration side of what we do as a college. The working day of everyone here has changed. We wanted freedom for users, learners, admin staff and anybody within the college to move throughout the building and access the network wherever they wanted, however they wanted to. So we looked for a company that could provide that for us. We did quite a bit of benchmarking, and the thing that really stood out from Maroon for us was the fact that in addition to covering the freedom of moving anywhere, we also needed to think about when they were in a classroom environment and the performance of having 50 students in one room all logging on at the same time. And Maroon stood head and shoulders above being able to deliver that.
The wireless network has allowed students to not only learn in the classroom but learn anywhere in the building basically. If a student would, like, say, in the classroom upstairs wants to come down into the library with the same laptop, you can do it. Here at the new campus, it's completely covered with wireless network. Everywhere you turn, there's a wireless network point. It just means you can learn anywhere in the building, basically. If I want to come in early, the benefits of being able to log on wherever I want is that if the classroom isn't ready at a certain time that I'm in, I can speak to someone to get a laptop and then sit outside the classroom and do work maybe anytime, anywhere, really.
Wireless technology allows us to work anywhere in the building, from the sports hall to the fitness suite in all the classrooms, and it gives us that ability to be able to communicate at any time. So that's using phones, email, internet onto our Moodle system, and it makes accessibility a lot easier for staff and students. An example from a sports department is the ability to bring wireless and laptops into a facility like the fitness suite we're in now. That allows all our learners to download and generate internet information whilst in an environment that, you know, wires don't get in the way. It is a fantastic resource to have.
We have recently invested in the Maru dashboard system, which enables us to monitor our wireless usage in every single area across the college, and that will inform future reinvestment decisions.